Hi, my name's Jackie Patrick. I'm the owner of Dolly Vintage, which is situated on Cank Street in the lanes of Leicester, the oldest part of Leicester. We sell in the shop any vintage items of good quality from the 70s backwards. I'm interested in vintage clothing. I always have been interested in vintage clothing. When you say vintage, I mean any past era clothing actually. I've always been brought up with second-hand clothing, so it probably stems from there. I've never liked new clothing at all, I never wear it. We have 2 floors of vintage. The first floor is all men's wear, the second floor is all ladies' wear. The men's wear, we like to keep them separate because we have the space, which means we can do a lot of displays with all the items we've got, which is lots of old medicinal bottles and taxidermy, the old bags and all the men's clothing. And the ladies' wear is made jewellery, hats and shoes and clothing. I wanted to open the shop. I've always sold second-hand goods on the market for years and years. I wanted to give my children a good education and then was able to open a shop when they were all settled in uni. The best-selling goods in this shop are men's waistcoats, they're a good seller, men's silk scarves, trilby hats simply because they're very hard to get. So when we do get them in, they sell straight away. Ladies' 1950s dresses because everybody seems to love and want to wear them for weddings, parties, reenactments, that sort of thing. We don't particularly have any big interesting things happen, but we do have, like, occasionally have rock bands coming, which is really interesting. We have a lot of people from the theatre, the Curve, so it's interesting when famous people come in to buy for the theatre, and it's nice to see your garments on the covers of the theatre, whatever play is on. If any difficulties really, it would be, it has become very commercialised now and popular, which is really a sad thing because all the shops are copying everything, so it takes the individuality away from the pieces, and now that's really a downside to it. I've got a lot of friends which I've made from the shop, and 2 in particular, which is Jo that works here. She's the same as me, she won't wear anything but 70s clothes really, and she's really passionate about it. Everybody dresses their own individual way, but you do get sets of people that dress similar, and I think people that dress vintage or second-hand basically are more creative. We're against big companies anyway, so we just like to keep it as it is, small and for the customers, so it'll always be here as long as it possibly can really. There's no big ideas of expanding or anything, so we just like to keep it as it is and just keep the quality good.